Before the day begins to pull at your attention and the noise of the world grows loud, I am so grateful that we can find this quiet space together at Miracle Prayer Studio. It's a privilege to share these first few moments of light with you as we prepare our hearts to meet the Lord in the stillness. If you find comfort and strength in these prayers, I invite you to subscribe and join our family here so we can walk this journey of faith together every single day. I've been sitting here in the early light, thinking about how often we wake up with our hearts already racing, carrying the burdens of yesterday as if they were fresh. We're sharing this moment because we both know how heavy life can feel and how easy it is to lose sight of the beauty in a new beginning when we are focused on our struggles. You might be feeling a bit weary this morning, or perhaps there's a quiet anxiety humming in the back of your mind about the tasks that lie ahead. I'm talking to you because I want us to remember together that we aren't meant to face any of this alone, and that every sunrise is a gentle whisper from our Father that we can start over. There's a certain kind of honesty that only comes in the early hours before we put on our masks for the rest of the world. In this space, we don't have to be strong, we don't have to be perfect, and we don't have to have all the answers. We just have to be present. We're exploring what it means to truly rest in a love that doesn't demand anything from us but our presence. I see the way you've been trying so hard to hold everything together, and I want to tell you that it's okay to let go for a moment. Let's just breathe in the quiet and let the silence of the morning remind us that we are held by a grace that is far bigger than our biggest mistakes. You and I, we are part of a larger story of redemption that is unfolding with every breath we take. Sometimes we get so caught up in the details of our own problems that we forget the vastness of the mercy that is available to us. I've found that when I stop fighting against my own limitations and simply lean into the Father's care, the path ahead becomes a little clearer. We're here to encourage one another in that leaning, to remind each other that the same hand that holds the stars is the same hand that is reaching out to hold ours right now. Let's set aside our checklists and our worries and just allow our souls to be nourished by the light that is slowly filling the room. In the book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verses 22 through 23, we're gently urged to let go of what weighs us down with the promise: the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. This isn't just a beautiful sentiment, it's a bedrock truth for our lives. It means that the mercy of our God isn't like a battery that runs out or a well that goes dry. Instead, it is a flowing river that is renewed every single time the sun crosses the horizon, specifically designed for the needs of the day we are currently in. My dear Lord, as I sit with this promise, I am moved by the depth of your commitment to me. I think about how often I've failed, how many times I've let my temper flare or allowed my faith to waver, and yet here you are offering me a completely clean slate. I focus my attention on your character, Father, letting the reality of your faithfulness sink deep into my heart. You are the one who stays when everyone else leaves, the one who understands the words I can't even find the breath to speak. I worship you for your goodness and for the way you never grow tired of showing me your tender mercy. Jesus, I thank you that your love is not based on my performance, but on your own unchanging nature. When I feel like I have nothing left to give, I am reminded that your mercies are new and that your strength is made perfect in my weakness. I choose to let go of the guilt from yesterday and the fear of tomorrow, and I fix my eyes on you. You are the source of my hope and the anchor of my soul, and I'm so grateful that I can start this day in the warmth of your presence, knowing that I am loved beyond measure. My King, I offer this day to you with a heart of total surrender, placing everything I am and everything I have into your capable hands. I give you the hours that lie ahead, the meetings I will attend, the work I will complete, and the people I will encounter. I ask that you would take the simple things I do and use them for your glory, turning the ordinary moments into something sacred. I entrust my schedule to you, Father, asking that you would lead me where you want me to go and speak through me when I don't know what to say. I surrender my need to control the outcome of every situation and instead choose to trust in your perfect timing. I give you my worries about my finances, my health, and my future, knowing that you are the provider of everything I truly need. I offer you my hands to serve others, my feet to walk in your path, and my heart to love as you love. Everything I have is a gift from you, and I return it to you this morning with a prayer of gratitude, asking that you would mold me and use me according to your beautiful will. Father in heaven, I ask that you would guide my thoughts today, helping me to focus on what is true and good, rather than getting lost in the noise of the world. When I feel the pressure to perform or the urge to compare myself to others, remind me that my only job is to remain in your love. I offer you my frustrations and my impatience, asking that you would replace them with your peace and your long-suffering. I want my life to be a living prayer, a constant conversation with you that continues even when I am busy with the tasks of the day. My dear Lord, based on the promise of your new mercies, I ask for your peace to settle over my heart and my home this morning. I pray for the strength to face the challenges of this day with a steady spirit and a hopeful heart, knowing that you are walking beside me. Please grant me the wisdom I need for the decisions I must make, both the small ones and the ones that feel very large. I ask for your protection over my family and my loved ones, that you would keep them safe and let them feel the reality of your presence wherever they go today. I lift up my work to you, Jesus, asking that you would bless the labor of my hands and help me to be a source of encouragement to my co-workers. Give me the grace to handle stress with a calm mind and to treat everyone I meet with the same kindness that you have shown to me. I pray for my children that you would guide their steps and protect their minds from the things that would pull them away from your truth. May our home be a sanctuary where your love is felt in every word spoken and where your mercy is the foundation of every relationship. Father, I ask for your healing touch in any area of my life where I feel broken or weak. Whether it is a physical pain in my body or an emotional wound that hasn't yet healed, I trust in your power to restore and to make me whole. Provide for all our needs today, my King, and help us to be content with what we have, always looking for ways to be a blessing to others. I ask that you would open my eyes to see the beauty around me and the opportunities to serve, so that I may be your hands and feet in the world. Jesus, I ask for a renewed sense of purpose and a clear vision for the path you have set before me. Let me not be swayed by the opinions of others, but let me be firmly rooted in the identity you have given me as your beloved child. I pray for the grace to forgive those who have hurt me, and for the humility to ask for forgiveness where I have gone wrong. Fill me with your Holy Spirit today, so that I may overflow with your love, your joy, and your peace to everyone I meet. I step into this day with a heart full of trust, knowing that your mercies are indeed new and your faithfulness is great. My King, as I look toward the coming hours, I am aware of the moments where I tend to lose my way, the times when my patience wears thin or when I allow small frustrations to dictate my mood. I ask for your gentle reminder in those moments to breathe and to remember whose I am. Grant me the presence of mind to respond with love when I am met with hostility, and to offer grace when I am met with judgment. I want my presence to be a calming influence in every room I enter, a reflection of the deep peace that I am, receiving from you right now in this quiet space. I also want to pray for my physical health and the strength of my body as I move through my responsibilities today. I ask that you would sustain my energy and help me to make choices that honor the life you have given me. For any part of me that is feeling the effects of stress or the toll of long days, I ask for your restorative power to flow through me. Help me to remember to rest when I need to, and to trust that your strength is more than enough to carry me through the moments when my own energy begins to flag. I am your temple, Lord, and I desire to be a healthy and vibrant vessel for your work in the world. Father, I lift up the specific relationships in my life that require an extra measure of your grace today. You know the conversations that have been difficult and the areas where misunderstandings have created walls. I ask that you would go before me and prepare the way for reconciliation and peace. Give me the words that heal rather than harm, and help me to listen with a heart that truly seeks to understand. I surrender my need to be right and my desire to defend myself, choosing instead to be a bridge builder and a peacemaker in my family and my community. I thank you for the beauty of the world you have created and for the many ways you show your love through the things around me, and I give you my whole heart today, right now. Moving deeper into the stillness we've cultivated together, I feel a quiet invitation to set aside our self-defense. We often think that coming before the Father requires a list of accomplishments, but I'm talking to you right now about the relief of realizing that His gaze is filled with something much kinder than the world's scrutiny. You might feel a bit exposed in this silence, as if your flaws are more visible in the light of the morning. Yet, we are exploring a space where being seen is the same as being loved. I want us to lean into this moment of vulnerability, letting the tension in our spirits dissolve as we acknowledge that we don't have to explain ourselves to the one who already knows our names and our needs. Sharing this journey with you makes me realize how many of us carry a secret fear that we are just one mistake away from losing the grace we so desperately need. I've noticed how we hold our breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm talking to you about the beauty of a love that isn't fragile or conditional, a love that doesn't pull back when we stumble. We are learning to breathe in an atmosphere of total acceptance, where the past is no longer a ghost that haunts our steps, but a teacher that has finished its lesson. Let's sit with that thought for a second, allowing the warmth of this shared faith to thaw the cold places in our hearts where we've felt abandoned or misunderstood. In the ancient, comforting rhythm of Psalm 103:11-12, we find a promise that stretches as far as the imagination can reach, telling us that, for as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is His steadfast love toward those who fear Him. As far as the east is from the west, so far does He remove our transgressions from us. Think about the scale of that distance for a moment. The height of the heavens is an infinite measurement, a vastness that our human minds can barely grasp. This isn't a small forgiveness. It's a cosmic removal of everything separating us from your heart. When we look at the horizon, we see the east and west as points that can never meet, and that is exactly where the Lord has placed our failures. My King, my heart feels lighter just speaking those words back to you, knowing that your mercy is as wide as the sky above me. I am deeply grateful for the way you have covered my life with your kindness, protecting me from the consequences I often deserved and guiding me toward a hope I couldn't find on my own. I celebrate the gift of this new day and the fact that I can stand before you without the weight of my past dragging me down. Your generosity is a wonder to me, and I want to spend these moments simply resting in the joy of being your child. Every breath I take feels like a testament to your goodness, a quiet song of thanks for the way you have restored my soul. Jesus, I come before you now to lay down the times I have let my heart grow cold or my eyes grow blind to the needs of those around me. I ask for your forgiveness for the moments when I chose my own comfort over the call to serve, or when I allowed words of judgment to escape my lips instead of words of life. Cleanse me of the pride that makes me think I can do this day alone, and wash away the bitterness I've been holding against those who have wronged me. I am sorry for the times I've looked at my life through the lens of lack rather than the lens of your abundance. Please create in me a clean heart, O Lord, and renew a right spirit within me so that I can walk in the freedom of your light. Father in heaven, because you have removed my transgressions so far from me, I ask that you would also remove the shame that often lingers in their place. Grant me the courage to see myself as you see me, as someone redeemed, valued, and purpose-filled. I pray that today the distance between the East and the West would be the same distance I place between myself and my old habits of fear and doubt. Help me to live in the reality of this infinite love, letting it influence the way I speak to my family and the way I handle my responsibilities. I ask for a heart that is quick to offer mercy to others, just as you have lavished it upon me, so that I may be a living example of your grace in a world that is so often harsh. I want to carry this sense of being unburdened as a shield against the pressures of the day. We are finishing this part of our conversation with the knowledge that we are truly free, not because we are perfect, but because our King is exceptionally merciful. My dear Lord, accompany me in the transitions between my tasks, reminding me in the quiet intervals that I am safe within your vast and holy love. As we stand at the threshold of this day, I can feel the world beginning to stir, but I want us to linger here just a moment longer in this sacred between space. We have spoken of our own needs and felt the weight of our own hearts lift. Yet there is a special kind of beauty that happens when we turn our gaze outward. I'm noticing that as the sun climbs higher, it doesn't just illuminate my window. It touches every roof, every street, and every weary soul in this city. We are sharing this breath because we know that our lives are woven together in a tapestry of shared struggle and shared hope, and the mercy we've received is far too vast to keep for ourselves. Let's lean into this final moment of connection, allowing our hearts to expand until they are large enough to carry the names and faces of those who cannot find the words to pray for themselves this morning. I often think about the people we pass in the rush of our lives, the strangers with tired eyes, the neighbors hiding their loneliness behind polite smiles, and the family members whose burdens we can sense but cannot always reach. We are exploring a deeper level of faith now, one that recognizes that we are called to be conduits of the very light that has warmed us. It's a humble realization that my peace is linked to yours, and yours to the person you will meet in an hour. As we prepare to step out, let's not just leave this sanctuary behind. Let's carry the sanctuary within us, becoming a bridge for someone else who is still walking in the shadows. I see the potential in your heart to be a vessel of grace today. And it's a beautiful thing to witness how a single prayer can ripple out into the lives of hundreds. My dear Lord, I lift up to you the people who are waking up today in the middle of a storm they never saw coming. I pray for the father sitting at the kitchen table wondering how the bills will be paid, and for the mother holding a sick child, feeling her own strength begin to fail. Father in heaven, wrap your arms around the lonely, the grieving, and those who feel that the world has moved on without them. Let your presence be a tangible warmth in the hospital rooms where hope feels thin, and in the quiet homes where silence has become a heavy weight. I ask that you would send your angels to guard the vulnerable and to whisper your truth into the ears of those who are tempted to give up. May they feel a sudden, unexplainable peace that tells them they are not forgotten by their Creator. Jesus, I pray for my friends, my co-workers, and even those I find it difficult to love. I ask that you would meet them exactly where they are today, providing the specific wisdom or comfort they need for their unique journey. For the leaders and the decision-makers, I ask for a heart of compassion and a mind of integrity, that their actions would bring healing to our communities. I lift up the children of the world, asking for your protection over their innocence and your guidance over their futures. Let my own life be an answer to someone else's prayer today. Give me the sensitivity to notice the person who needs a kind word and the courage to offer it without hesitation. I surrender my selfishness and my distractions, choosing instead to be your hands and feet in a world that is so thirsty for your infinite mercy. Time equals 3 seconds greater than I affirm today with every fiber of my being that I trust you, my King, regardless of what the headlines say or what my circumstances might suggest. I choose to believe that you are working all things together for good, even the parts of my story that feel messy or unfinished. My confidence is not in my own ability to navigate this day, but in your perfect character and your unchanging love. I stand on the truth that you are my provider, my protector, and my peace, and I refuse to let fear have a seat at the table of my heart. Even if the path becomes steep or the fog rolls in, I will not be shaken, because I know the one who walks beside me has already overcome the world. Your faithfulness is my shield, and your word is the lamp that ensures my feet will not stumble. Father, I place the entirety of this day and every day that follows into your holy and capable hands. I entrust to you my reputation, my success, my failures, and my very destiny, knowing that they are safer with you than they could ever be with me. I surrender my desire to know the why of every situation and instead accept the who of your presence. I ask that you would accompany me in every conversation, in every task, and in every quiet thought. Do not let me wander from the path of your grace, but keep my heart anchored in the love we have shared here this morning. When the sun sets tonight, let me look back and see the trail of your goodness following me, and let my soul rest in the knowledge that I have walked this day in step with my Lord. My King, as I finally step out of this room and into the world, I ask for the grace to be a reflection of your mercy in every interaction. May my words be seasoned with kindness, my actions be driven by love, and my spirit be a source of calm in the midst of any chaos. Thank you for this time of renewal, for the chance to pour out my soul before you, and for the way you have filled me back up with your strength. I am ready to live this day for your glory, walking in the light of your face and the power of your Spirit. Accompany me, dear Lord, and let your peace be the banner over my life today and forevermore. Amen. I thank you, Father, for hearing every word spoken and every word left unsaid, and I trust that the work you have started in me this morning will continue until the day is done. I walk out now with a heart that is full, a mind that is clear, and a spirit that is at rest in your infinite love. You are the beginning and the end, the first and the last, and I give you all the praise, all the honor, and all my life today. Amen.